I was watching a video on YouTube about how to avoid phone scams. Well, I have some ideas on how to avoid phone scams, and this is what I use all the time. I have an answering machine for my landline phone, and when the phone rings, it shows me who's calling or what number they're calling from. I have a list of people that I talk with. If those people are calling me, their name and number shows up on my phone. If there's a number I don't recognize calling, I don't pick the phone up. Now, but they still have an opportunity to leave a message. And most of the time there's no message left because it's a phone call I don't want anyway. But a few people do leave a message, and it's mostly robocalls, which I can later listen to. And if it sounds like a robocall or someone who I don't know and I don't want to know, I just erase the message. But the point is, I don't pick up the phone in the first place, only if it's from somebody I know or a company or business that I know. Then I'll pick the phone up. But that's how you avoid scams on the phone. Don't answer it to begin with. You'll never get trapped into buying something you don't want or having somebody record your voice to falsely purchase something. Now, on my cell phone, I don't give out my cell phone number. I use my cell phone for calling out, not for receiving calls. There's only a few people I will receive calls from on my cell phone. But people will ask me, like I had an AT&T worker come over, and I told him about a flapping AT&T line in the back of my house that I wanted fixed. And he says, okay, I'll write up a ticket on it, and AT&T will be out in 4 to 6 weeks. He says, give me your cell phone number and I'll text you the ticket number. I said, well, I don't have a cell phone. Well, he looked at me kind of funny. You don't have a cell. Well, what is he going to do? Call me a liar and say, yes, you do have a cell phone? I told him, no, I'll leave a message on my landline and I can get the number there. But what are people going to do if you don't give them your cell phone number? They can't force you to give them a cell phone number. And no one's going to call you a liar that you do have a cell phone number. I do not give out my cell phone number at all, because all I'm going to get is that number being sold so I can receive ad calls. I don't want to receive ad calls on my cell phone, and because I don't give out my number, I don't get ad calls on my cell phone. So basically, that's how to avoid calls you don't want.